Welcome back. This is Be All In Sports. My name is Brady. We are here breaking down fight by fight the upcoming UFC fight card that is going to be back at the UFC Apex. That's right. We got the main event, Manel Kape taking on Asu Amabayev. It's going to be a good match, but we are here to talk about some of the other fights. Like I said, we're breaking these down individually and putting them out separately. So if there's a certain fight that you're looking for a little bit more information on, maybe we've got it early. And if not, we'll continue to put these out throughout the week and include some bets in them. So I do have a bet in with this one, and this is the reason that I am going to this next fight. I'm going to get right into it. This is the fight between Austen Lane and Mario Pinto. Just to break these down a little bit, Austen Lane is coming in at 13-5. He is the plus 280 underdog at the moment, and Pinto is coming in with that 9-0 record. Obviously, he came off the Contender Series where he had that knockout. That was about 4 months back, and Austen Lane also is coming in off of his win against Robelis Despain, who, if you remember him, he is the 6'7" giant that came in, and everybody had high hopes due to his Olympic striking record, being in the Olympics and having that Muay Thai World Championship. Really elevated his stock as he came into the UFC, but it quickly died when we found out he could not defend a takedown to save his life. So here we are. We've got Austen Lane, who is now on the one fight winning streak that he is. He's 37 years old. He's 6'6". He has an 80-inch wingspan or reach. And Mario Pinto, on the other hand, he is 9-0. As I said, he fought previously in the Level Fight League, which I'm not extremely familiar with that, but he did come in and get his first win on Dana White's Contender Series, where he did end up winning that by KO ground or I think it was a left hook to ground punches in that one. I would have to go back and rewatch the ending of that one. Didn't I kind of watch bits and pieces, but once you know how the ending goes, I didn't need to watch that one any further. So I saw the knockout, but I can't remember if it was ground and pound, it ended up being or not. But we do have this is going to be a good fight. One thing that I did notice when I'm watching tape on Mario Pinto, he's very patient. He doesn't seem like the moment's too big for him at all. He seems like he's the type of fighter that can win in multiple ways. He's got decision wins, he's got submission wins, he's got knockouts. He carries power. He's good in the clinch, and like I said, the guy's gas tank is I haven't seen it tested yet. Where on the other hand, when we're looking at Austen Lane, he's obviously been in the UFC longer, but nothing that he's done so far has been that impressive to me. He's a big guy, he's athletic, but I as much as I hear about Austen Lane and his cardio, I'm not seeing it. I think that he does gas out in his fights a little bit more. He expends himself in the first round, and then it seems like he kind of has that falling off. He did not really have that falling off in this last matchup that he had against Robelis. But again, that was an easy matchup for him. It's one that, looking back on it, hindsight, you see how bad Robelis Despain's takedown defense was in that, and it was a key point for Austen Lane to exploit over and over again. It didn't honestly take that much. Once he had him down, the guy had no idea how to get up. So I don't think that's going to be the case here at all. I think this is going to be one that you're going to have multiple things that you're going to have to worry about. One, just you're going to have to worry about the pressure. Mario Pinto he's going to walk you down. He's not going to do it in the same type of fashion. It's not going to be your typical over aggressive pressure. He's just going to stay there. He's going to always be there, and he's not susceptible to takedowns very much. It's not going to be easy to get him to the ground. And once you do, I look for him to pop right back up, or he's always a threat to get the submission now. So you got to worry about multiple things that with him right there. Austen Lane, if he does get you to the ground, it's more of a ground and pound situation. And like I said, Pinto hasn't shown a susceptibility to that. He hasn't shown a susceptibility to really anything up to this point. So when I look at him and I see the patience that he performs with, the undefeated record obviously is on top of that. He hasn't experienced the loss, which you always have to look at that as an X factor when they're coming in on a debut like this. That's the one thing that I do question in this matchup. But you're not fighting a world beater here in Austen Lane. He's not terrible. He's not the worst fighter I've ever seen, but he's leaves a lot to be desired. He's got a lot of holes in his game. He's got a lot of holes everywhere in the striking department, in the submission game. It's just there's a lot to be desired there, and it's not world class. And I think Pinto is one of the UFC. Once they get him in, I think this is almost like one of those setup fights. I think they want to see him do well, and it gives them another market that they can exploit, and it gives them a star that they could possibly push. So I look for this to be a matchup that the UFC is wanting a certain side to win, and I think they're going to get it in this one. I'm going to say that Mario Pinto is going to be able to get this done against Austen Lane. I don't think it's gonna be a fight that's gonna go the distance. So I do have a bet in on this one. That is the main reason that I am picking to break down this fight second among some of the with the Chepe fight. But we'll go ahead and give you that first parlay that I have in. It is a 2-leg parlay that I've already got in. Now, when I look at this parlay, I kind of went back and forth. On one hand, you don't want to put in somebody that is coming in as a newcomer. It does kind of scare you. I'm not overly confident in this, but I feel like both of these people, for the reasons that I've told you in the previous video that I did on Chepe Mariscal breaking down his fight, and now in this one with Mario Pinto breaking down this fight, I feel like both of these are going to be fighters that can get this done. I don't think they're going to have issues wherever the fight can go. Chepe is a dog. I'm taking the dog side of him. I'm going money line Chepe Mariscal, and I'm going money line Mario Pinto. You put those together, you get a 2-leg parlay over on DraftKings at -172 right now. You can decide where you want to go with that. If you want to follow me, follow me. If not, I've given you my reasons for taking these, and I am on the side of Mario Pinto. I think he's going to get it done against Austen Lane, but that is my breakdown for that fight between Austen Lane and Mario Pinto. Stick around. We're going to have more fights coming out. I'll put these out individually. If you have not already, please hit the like and subscribe. Let us know if you're agreeing with my picks, if you're against me, what you think maybe some props would be. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. Peace out.